Taking a look at the tail of the tape, the 23-year-old Munguia has a couple of inches as well as a reach advantage on the 35-year-olds.
The judges are ready and the fighters are ready. The world is ready. San Antonio, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner with his cornerman, Packy Collins, wearing tonight black trunks trimmed in gold. He weighed in officially 159 1/2 pounds, and in 33 professional bouts holds a record of 30 victories, including 21 knockouts, just 3 defeats. The Fighting Pride representing all of the Irish around the world from Cork, Ireland. Here is Gary Spike O'Sullivan! And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting in the red corner. Cornered by former world champion Eric Morales. Tonight he makes his middleweight debut wearing burgundy trunks. He too weighed in officially 159 1/2 pounds, and in 34 professional fights, he is perfect. 34 victories, no defeats, 27 wins coming by way of knockout. The former WBO super welterweight champion of the world, el hijo invicto, el orgullo de Tijuana, Baja California, México, Jaime Munguia!
Okay, let's clear the ring. I need one chief second. Let's clear the ring. Okay, Jaime. Gary, we've already gone over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Most importantly, protect yourselves at all times. Punches here and up are good. Punches right here and up are good. Choca en guantes, touch gloves if you want to. Let's go to work.
Well, here we go. Jaime Munguia making his debut at 160 pounds up against Gary Spike O'Sullivan.
This fight should be fun. Both these guys only know one way, and that's forward.
And round one underway. Jaime Munguia in the maroon trunks. Spike O'Sullivan in the black trunks. Munguia's debut at middleweight. Talked about how much easier it was not dealing with the stress and exhaustion of trying to make 154 pounds. We know we have two big hitters who will stand in front of each other and swing away.
Yeah, when you're as young as Munguia is at 23 years old, you can get away with treating your body like that. He was talking about making weight every morning the day of a weigh-in, having to go to the saunas and work out the day before, and he left the fight in the gym. Now, we saw a much comfortable and happy Munguia at the fighter meetings, smiling, saying all the right things, and those 6 pounds are a big difference in boxing.
Sullivan has been training since May, waiting for an opportunity, and finally got it in Munguia. Only 3 losses on the resume of Spike O'Sullivan. World-class fighters and Billy Joe Saunders, David Lemieux, and Chris Eubank Jr.
Good body shot by Munguia. That's going to be the key to this fight, the body shots. Sullivan takes a good shot upstairs, but he has been hurt to the body. Chris Eubanks Jr. hurt him to the body. And then he dug up with uppercuts after that. But like you mentioned, Ryan, he's only lost to the best.
Nice combination there from Munguia as he again peppered the body. Munguia got a little low with that body shot.
That's fine. Just don't get discouraged. Keep going downstairs to the body. That's going to be the key from Munguia. For Sullivan, it's going to be not letting Munguia get too comfortable being the aggressor and coming forward. You see Sullivan has war across his trunks. That's what he's gonna kind of want later in the fight. Right now, stay in the fight with jabs and don't let Munguia get off with the combinations.
Spike O'Sullivan talking about how he believed Munguia would give him plenty of opportunities. Feeling like there's leaky defense from Munguia.
I already see better head movement on Munguia's part.
Nice combination there from Munguia, and then a big right hand. Munguia, huge left hand that lands on O'Sullivan to end the first round.
That hurt O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's hurt going back to his corner.
Start of the second round, and you said it, Sergio. O'Sullivan was hurt as he sauntered back to his corner at the end of the first round.
Because he's not getting respect. He's not punching. He's letting Munguia get off with the combinations. He has to get respect. I said he needs to hold off on the war. I think he's gonna have to exchange right now, do something, because Munguia's landing some hard shots, and it's not gonna last too much longer if Munguia keeps landing those hard shots to the body and the head.
So much power from Munguia, and it's been an emphasis of Eric Morales, the Hall of Famer, and Munguia's new trainer. This is just the second fight with him to, instead of worrying so much about strengthening his weaknesses, focusing on accessing the strengths, which is the aggression and power of Jaime Munguia.
And I do see a difference now, the head movement, the waist movement, and he's been countering pretty nicely, Munguia has. And that combination in the first round, he actually used speed for that matter. He didn't really concentrate on just digging on the body with 3 or 4 shots. He used speed to get 7 or 8 shots in there. Beautiful body shot right there.
And again, Munguia told to raise the punches a bit.
Body shots are going to be key here. Munguia already landed 2 really solid body shots on Sullivan.
Munguia has the overhand right blocked by Sullivan. And then a right hand to the body from O'Sullivan, and then a left hook. Munguia again with that good head movement you were talking about, Sergio.
And that's the difference I've been seeing so far. Not only that he's mixing up the power with speed, Munguia is keeping his distance, but the head movement is there.
Big left hand to the body there from Munguia. You always feel the power of Munguia, 154, but now a little more at 160. Again to the body.
Touched him upstairs just to get that elbow up and dug down to the liver. It didn't land cleanly, but you're going to expect to see that shot a whole lot more on Munguia's part.
Oh, nice combination there from O'Sullivan with the left to the body and the right up top. And then another's combo hitting the body of Munguia.
Munguia got caught pulling back, which is a big no-no in boxing. Don't get lazy. Fight 3 minutes of every round. Do not pull back with your head high. Keep that head movement like he's been doing.
Start of the third round. Jaime Munguia's debut at middleweight, facing Spike O'Sullivan.
Nice right hand right there by O'Sullivan. Caught Munguia right on the chin. We know Munguia could take a punch, but that was a solid shot O'Sullivan landed.
Sullivan trying to get back at the body with applause from his corner coming as he did.
Sullivan's corner wants him to get in the inside. That's good advice. Get on the inside of the bigger Munguia and bang away at the body.
Munguia, hard body shots there with the right-left combo, and again right back to it, Sergio.
I want to see him get back on the jab as well. Control the distance, control the pace of the fight, the action of the fight. Munguia
again with the body shot, that time with the left hook as O'Sullivan responds.
Punches up.
And again, Munguia trying to get at the body of O'Sullivan. Hard exchanges in close from these fighters.
Both taking some hard leather right here.
Nice combination there from Munguia, and then the response from O'Sullivan. And this is the kind of fight we knew it could be.
This is what we expected. O'Sullivan coming forward, engaging in war now. Munguia responding.
Both fighters willing to stand in and fire away. Munguia dipping out of the way.
O'Sullivan doing a good job backing up Munguia with pressure. I like that stabbing jab by Munguia to the belly.
Big left hook there for Munguia.
Solid 1, 2, 3 right there. That right hand, if it would have landed a little bit more solid, that would have been some big damage for Munguia.
Doubling up with the left that time. And a combination as he lands the left hand. Oh, O'Sullivan left himself exposed for a moment as he tried to signal that it was a rabbit punch from Munguia, and Munguia took advantage.
And that's what happens. You gotta protect yourself at all times. Do not look at the referee to save you.
Big combination from Munguia at the end of this third round, and then O'Sullivan, a strong response.
O'Sullivan rocked Munguia right there with the overhand right. Munguia's wobbled.
Huge right hand from Spike O'Sullivan at the end of the third round. Start of the fourth round. And after Munguia rocked O'Sullivan at the end of round number 1, it's Spike O'Sullivan who exchanged the favor at the end of the third round. O'Sullivan talked about how he felt there were big opportunities to be had against the leaky defense of Jaime Munguia.
Nice body shot by O'Sullivan right there.
Munguia 34-0, 27 knockouts for the 22-year-old fighter.
Watch the heads.
And according to CompuBox, Munguia has landed 58% of his power punches to O'Sullivan's 33.
See, Munguia is going back to his old ways. He started moving his head, moving his waist, and fighting behind the jab with speed. Now, he's just looking for power shots, and that's why he got clipped in between the shots in that last round, because everything is power. He needs to go back to the jab and concentrate on speed and distance. Good body shot by O'Sullivan right there.
Let's check in with Claudia Trejos, who spoke with Jaime Munguia's corner.
Thank you, Ryan. I had a chance to speak to Eric Morales, and he says that Munguia got hit, but it didn't affect him much. Right now, they just want to make emphasis on defense and walk O'Sullivan down.
I disagree with the great Eric Morales. He was shook. Munguia was shook walking back to the corner. His legs weren't under him, but he's responding well right here.
Couple of nice body shots landed by Munguia.
There you go. That's what I want to see by Munguia. Pop that jab.
He's popped it a few times here.
There you go. That's speed right there. Pop the jab. 1, 2. Get the distance and the speed. Don't put too much behind the combinations, because O'Sullivan is very good punching in between the shots. That's what veterans do when they can't compete with speed and power and size. They time you in between shots.
O'Sullivan backs away. Now gets Munguia up against the ropes. Munguia using that jab more as you wanted, Sergio.
Absolutely, but I would love to see Spike O'Sullivan continue putting the pressure. Fighters like Munguia They're not accustomed to going backwards. We saw that in his fight with Inoue, Takashi Inoue. Even though it was a one-sided fight, Inoue backed up the big.
Start of the 5th round between Jaime Munguia and Spike O'Sullivan. Eric Morales, the Hall of Famer, said about Munguia, his best defense is to attack. And although we're not going to attack irresponsibly, we're going to make him find a balance, defend himself with movements, with intelligence, and attack with greater rhythm.
Eric Morales wants the attention of the referee. The mouthpiece fell out of Jaime Munguia's mouth. But Eric Morales better be careful stepping on the canvas while the fight's going on.
And now it is stopped, so Jaime Munguia can get that mouthpiece. And the round continues. O'Sullivan able to block that body attempt from Munguia.
They want Spike O'Sullivan to back up the bigger Munguia. Munguia needs to stop loading up on every shot. He needs to do that right there. He needs to tap, tap, pop, pop. And the reason I like the jab to the belly area because it breaks the pressure fighter coming forward in half. It's a simple thing, a jab to the belly or the chest, but it cuts your opponent in half, especially when he wants to come forward and pressure you.
Spike O'Sullivan again looking to the referee, feeling like that shot was low from Munguia. That's the second time he's left himself exposed as he's gone to the referee complaining. The first time Munguia took advantage with a big shot.
Nice body shot right there by O'Sullivan. Munguia didn't like that.
This combination up top from O'Sullivan.
There you go. I want to see that from Munguia. Chop O'Sullivan in half. He wants to come forward and back you up, fine. Throw right hands and jabs downstairs to the midsection. Just like
again,
that.
Yeah. Right hand lands flush from Spike O'Sullivan. And he goes to the body of Munguia. O'Sullivan trying to punch through the midsole of Munguia as Munguia lands a right hand. Munguia and O'Sullivan both missing wildly in that exchange.
O'Sullivan pushing back Munguia, which is what his corner wants him to do. Munguia fighting nicely off the ropes now.
Nice combination landed up top from Munguia. O'Sullivan looking to respond. And a good finish to the 5th round from Jaime Munguia. At the 6th round, Sergio, how do you have the fight so far?
It's a close fight. I like the way both fighters are implementing their game plan. O'Sullivan backing up Munguia now, landing some big shots. He caught the attention of Munguia, rocked him actually, but Munguia setting the tone and the pace nicely as well.
Big counter there that landed. Sergio, anything noticeable to you seeing Munguia at 160 for the first time?
No, it's the exact same Munguia. I haven't seen anything different. The first 2 rounds I've seen head movement, and I thought he was going to be able to carry that and do that throughout the fight, but he threw that out the window in the 3rd round, and he went back to his old ways. Offense is his defense. Nice body shot by O'Sullivan right there. 3-punch combination, Munguia responds.
Again, that little stab at the body, which you've been beckoning Munguia to do.
And it kind of straight loaded a little bit, but that's because O'Sullivan blocked it down a little bit. So keep going down there. Keep shooting that jab downstairs, and you can go upstairs, but make sure you bend your knees and make yourself small. That way O'Sullivan can't come over the top with something.
O'Sullivan again asking for that rabbit punch acknowledgement.
O'Sullivan needs to stop complaining and just getting it back.
And that shot was low, and O'Sullivan's going to need a minute.
Got time to rest. I know.
That punch really hurt O'Sullivan. Right in front of us saying that really, he needs some time to recover, and the referee, Mark Calloway, is giving him all the time he wants. He saw that low blow. Oh yeah, that was low right there.
Yeah. 1 point, low blow. 1 point, low blow.
And a point has been deducted from Jaime Munguia for that low blow.
I think a warning would have been better suited there, even though some punches were strained down there. But one more warning, I think, would have been just.
Ready to go?
I think O'Sullivan did the right thing that a veteran does and sell that low blow, and it cost.
Time man, let's box.
And so in a close fight, that obviously is significant.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Hopefully, I won't come back and haunt Munguia, but another warning would have been good.
And push him down.
6th round of a scheduled 12.
But we hear Gary O'Sullivan's corner yelling before they deducted that point that he's hitting low. So they did a good job selling it to the ref as well that Munguia was straying low with those body shots.
Nice combo there from Munguia.
So right there, Munguia's loading up too much. He's going back to his old ways. Go to speed if you're Munguia, because O'Sullivan is really good at countering in between the shots. So if you're loading up on the punches, you're going to make yourself susceptible to power shots.
And we saw that with the counter left hook from O'Sullivan.
There's that jab downstairs. I want to see more of that by Munguia. Don't focus on power right now. Focus on speed. Stay off the ropes. Win these quiet rounds, because O'Sullivan's doing really good coming forward and landing some good body shots.
There's another body shot and then an uppercut from O'Sullivan. Time! Start of the 7th round. Jaime Munguia in his 2nd fight with the Hall of Famer Eric Morales as his trainer. Spike O'Sullivan trying to avenge what he thought should have been a victory for the Irish Dennis Hogan 2 fights ago, in which Munguia controversially scraped away with the win. Nice counter there that landed.
Yeah, O'Sullivan told us that he's seen chinks in the armor of Munguia, and now we know that he wasn't kidding, because he saw something in that Dennis Hogan fight.
He is missing with that left hand again. Spike O'Sullivan complaining. Munguia times it right. He can take advantage when Spike is doing his complaining. See the CompuBox numbers with Munguia landing 37% of his punches compared to O'Sullivan's 24 through 6 rounds. And is almost double the amount of landed punches.
Jab right there by Munguia. There you go. That's how you beat a tough guy.
That is a tough jab from Munguia, and it woke the crowd up.
See, with guys like O'Sullivan, you don't want to exchange with them. They would love to exchange with you.
And down goes O'Sullivan to a knee after a vicious hook to the body.
And he's claiming it's a low blow. I would love to see that in slow motion again.
Ready? Jaime, keep him up. Keep him up.
The referee looked at us and said that it was a low blow.
You ready? Take your time. Good?
Well, if the referee didn't take a point away in the last fight, he would have taken a point away there, and that would have been valid. So either way, Jaime Munguia needs to be careful not to straight low anymore.
And it broke a little momentum that Munguia had, although he's getting it back here with some hard combos up top.
Munguia winging away. Sullivan's the type of fighter that in these middle rounds he looks to punch in between the shots. So Munguia, it'll serve him right to box behind the jab. He's already winning this round. He had a good combination, but you don't want to give O'Sullivan a chance to crack you in between the shots, because he did that already. He already shook up Munguia just like that. He just missed with the right hand.
Nice combination. So Sullivan goes soaring backwards into the ropes, and Munguia tees off. And O'Sullivan a response at the end with his own combination.
Even when hurt, O'Sullivan is dangerous. You can see
the 8th round between Jaime Munguia and Spike O'Sullivan. A few nice flurries in that 7th round from Munguia that were started with some powerful jabs.
Push him down, Sullivan.
A little bit of speed has been taken away from the punches of Spike O'Sullivan. Looks a little bit more tired here. Munguia a little bit more fresher with his combinations and speed. Even though O'Sullivan's coming forward, wanting to initiate the pressure and the aggression, you better be careful with Munguia's counters right now.
All right, let's get a little more on that low blow from Claudia Trejos.
Thank you, Ryan. I had a chance to speak with the commission, and they explained that that was an unintentional low blow. It was part of the motion, and therefore a cautionary call is enough.
All right, Claudia, thank you very much. So an unintentional low blow, not a knockdown. Not another point taken from Munguia, who's already lost one for a low blow. Nice body shot there, followed it up with a hook, and then a double left from O'Sullivan. Spike O'Sullivan's corner asking him to dig down deep. As Munguia comes with a jab, it's been effective whenever he's used it tonight.
It's been effective, but now we're seeing a more weary O'Sullivan. He's looking like he's a little bit more tired. Fatigue is setting in on O'Sullivan, and that's how those jabs have been landing in that crisp counter right hand right there.
What's the move from Munguia after the jab?
After the jab, just stay on the jab. Let O'Sullivan, who's in his mid-30s, he's 35 years old. The legs aren't under him as they were earlier in the fight. Let him make the mistake coming forward. So pop that jab. Let O'Sullivan walk into a big shot.
There's the jab from Munguia.
That's what I want to see. Jab upstairs into the midsection. Let O'Sullivan make the mistake, because right now, O'Sullivan looks fatigued to me.
And again with that jab.
I would love to see more uppercuts from Munguia right now, because since Spike O'Sullivan is a little bit tired right now, when he gets in the inside, he'll be vulnerable to uppercuts, O'Sullivan will.
And you can see it in the legs of Spike O'Sullivan. He is absolutely fatigued here in round number 8.
That's what I don't want to see, is Munguia loading up on shots like that.
Bernard Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya.
In that corner, in that minute break, we see the great Eric Morales in Jaime Munguia's corner telling him, relax, fight behind the jab. It lands every time you throw it. Just flick it out there. Good body shot by Munguia right there.
Nice combination.
Watch your head. Cuidado la cabeza.
Sergio, is this a little deeper into the fight than you thought Spike O'Sullivan would go with Munguia?
You know, I didn't know what to really expect with O'Sullivan because he has been through a lot of wars, but he is tough. He's 35 years old, but he had a lot of time to train for this fight. He said there was no excuses in his camp. He was prepared for this moment. I just didn't know what type of fighter we were going to get out of O'Sullivan, but he's holding his own and he's backing up the bigger Munguia. But Munguia's catching him with some good shots right here. O'Sullivan's just looking to catch Munguia in between the shots right now.
Big left hand landed there from Munguia.
Just like he tried right there, O'Sullivan.
And then that jab is halting O'Sullivan every time. And that time it sets up the right hand.
And it sets up the right hand because he jabbed twice.
And O'Sullivan losing his legs a bit as Munguia lands a left hook after tapping the body.
Munguia not forgetting the body.
That jab has been so effective for Jaime Munguia. He has an opportunity here in round number 9 as O'Sullivan starting to lose his legs. Can Munguia take advantage?
The great Erik Morales told Munguia in the corner, go back to the jab. That shotgun jab is doing damage to O'Sullivan.
I mean, you could see it is jarring him back every time Munguia throws it. And it's opened up some other opportunities as well. Big left hand there from Munguia.
If I were Munguia here, I'll just stick to the jab. Power jab, speed jabs to the gut, upstairs. Don't exchange with O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's just waiting to exchange.
See if Munguia goes back to the jab. He's gone away from it these last few combinations after it had been remarkably effective in what looked like it could be some finishing moments.
There you go, back to the belly with that jab.
Nice hook there from Munguia.
Stop. Go push him down. There you go. Let's box.
Munguia better not get lazy.
Start of round number 10 of a scheduled 12. See if Munguia gets consistent with that jab.
Go back to the jab, and once again, I love the instructions that Erik Morales told him in the corner. Forget about power, concentrate on speed. I love hearing those instructions, especially from two tough Mexicans, you know, that love to engage. Concentrate on speed, fight behind the jab. Go back to the fundamentals.
So another strong jab before that left hook from Munguia.
There you go, touching him. Munguia touching him, backing up O'Sullivan. Go back to the jab, stick that stick out there.
Nice fight, come on, keep him going, let's go.
Sullivan reminded to watch that body punch as he lands a big overhand right.
Munguia needs to stay energetic. He needs to be aware at all times. This is one thing about Munguia. I said in the last round, he's getting a little lazy or lethargic in there.
Sergio, you know, people watching, they see the effectiveness of the jab of Munguia as we saw the last 2 rounds, and they wonder, well, why doesn't he just stick with it?
Because O'Sullivan doesn't have the best defense, neither does Munguia. But when you're landing so cleanly, you want the power shots. And right there you see O'Sullivan trying to punch in between the shots of Munguia. That's his game plan. He's gonna try to catch Munguia in between the shots.
And he took a big blow as he tried to catch Munguia.
When it's so easy to hit your opponent, of course you're gonna keep swinging for the fences, but sometimes that's what your opponent wants you to do. He wants you to swing away because he's trying to time you and catch you in between.
Munguia may be trying for home runs when the singles were quite effective. Big right hand to the body. Good combination there from Munguia.
Studying body shots by Munguia right there. Even though O'Sullivan blocked those shots, they were still effective.
Audible power in the fists of Jaime Munguia.
Watch the back of the head, Spike. Watch the back of the head.
There you go, see that? Right there, Munguia's touching him now with speed. I just want him to keep his chin tucked in now. There you go, touching him, keeping him at the distance.
That'll do it. Start of the 11th round, and Packy Collins telling Spike O'Sullivan, hey, pound your chest if you want out. It's okay, there's only 2 rounds left. Spike O'Sullivan going to continue, at least for the moment. It was pretty close through the first 5 or 6 rounds, but Sergio does feel like Munguia has taken command in these later rounds.
Yes, he has. Behind the jab. And it's a power jab. It's been effective. It's a shotgun jab. He just needs to not get lazy and keep that chin down. In the last 2 rounds, Munguia's been keeping that head a little bit too high, and O'Sullivan can wing away a shot and catch him pulling back.
Munguia, the chance of his last name here in a very friendly San Antonio, Texas.
See, right here, both fighters are tired. Just touching your opponent will be effective. Touch, 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 and bang away. Just like that. You know, fighting tired, it's a skill in itself. You know, it took me a long time to realize how to fight tired. Before, you just want to hold or move and jab. But touching your opponent in the inside, even when it looks like you're not hurting your opponent, as long as you're turning your hips and your shoulders and your waist, they're heavier punches than you think.
Nice combination from Munguia as O'Sullivan losing his legs a bit there. Munguia still going with speed in this combination as O'Sullivan against the ropes. Not much resistance here from Spike O'Sullivan, who finally grabs Jaime Munguia.
Speed is going to stop O'Sullivan here. It's not going to be power, it's going to be speed. Munguia better just concentrate and focus on speed.
There it is, Sergio, and there goes the white towel. It's in the ring, and that is it. Jaime Munguia wins his middleweight debut with an 11-round stoppage.
Seconds of round number 11, the blue corner of O'Sullivan retires. Therefore, we declare your winner by TKO, and now the WBO Intercontinental Middleweight Champion. He is still undefeated, Jaime Munguia.
Well, we know Jaime Munguia's bigger tests are still to come at middleweight, but he certainly passed the first one here tonight against Spike O'Sullivan.